Welcome to Awards Bait, the official Galaxy of Film award show podcast, where we ask ourselves, what's getting nominated this year? Joining me every other Tuesday is a roster of guest stars to help me answer that very question. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome back to Awards Bait, everybody. We've got a new episode here for you today. It feels like it's been a very long time, but it has been. It has been the normal bi-weekly schedule. So,
and life's coming at you.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We got a lot. We did a lot over these 2 weeks. I think we finally got the Oscar nominations. They're finally here. A lot of the nominees were yet to be determined, which I think was partially due to the fires and kind of the scrambling of the last minute. You know, everything was kind of pushed back and got a little crazy. We're going to talk about some interesting stuff today. Obviously, the nominations did come out, so we are going to go over that. But yeah, man, Ronnie, how have you been? How's everything?
I'm doing good.
I just saw you yesterday, but
we just saw each other yesterday. We saw I'm Still Here at a theater far away, and it started snowing, and it made it a very annoying drive home, but great movie. I'm happy to be back here discussing films that we love. And, you know, we got Emilia Perez sticking around, but we'll deal with that as it comes along, I guess.
Yeah. So we've got some reviews. We got the nominations out finally. We got some controversy, some scandals happening. So this is just a big full episode for everybody. But without further ado, I think just because now it seems a little bit it seems like maybe some time has passed, so we'll go over it real quick. But the Oscar nominations did come out. The big moment is finally here. Unfortunately, due to the ridiculous schedule, the nominations came out on a Friday, and we usually record these on like the weekend or the Monday. And of course, the nominations came out the Friday the new episode came out. So just really terrible timing. So that's why we're super late with this. But let's get it started here. I'm going to start here just on the Academy, the Oscars.org website. We've got actor in a leading role, Adrien Brody for The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Colman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, and a surprise nomination for Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. Now, Ronnie, some big news also that happened while the last episode came out. You've seen The Brutalist now. So
I have.
That's very exciting.
I can make opinions about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Adrien Brody deserves to be there. Who would you put? I mean, who do you think would be in besides Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice?
I thought maybe Sebastian Stan for A Different Man could be there. I thought Daniel Craig for Queer would get in there.
Queer, yeah.
That was kind of my bet. I think that was like the safest option. I was like, all right, Daniel Craig will probably get that last spot. But to see Sebastian Stan specifically for The Apprentice in there is very surprising.
Yeah. Or Adam Driver for Megalopolis.
Yeah, that was another one that could have been in there. Could have been, I suppose. But that, I mean, certainly in contention, but was not going to happen in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely not. But yeah, I don't know who my pick is here. I mean, we'll get into the Brutalist controversy with the AI stuff potentially as well. But I still think even with the controversies, I would award it to Adrien Brody. I thought he was fantastic. I think Timothée Chalamet is campaigning his ass off, and I really feel like that this whole SNL thing that just happened as well.
Yeah,
where he
that was perfect timing.
Like
absolutely perfect.
This is going real well for Chalamet, and I really do feel like just, you know, he's out there. He's really kind of spreading the good word. I feel like potentially this is Timmy's time.
Timmy's time.
He
would be Adrien Brody too for the youngest ever, right? For male.
I think he would. I think that's also like, you know, everybody loves a good story for the Oscars, and like what's better than like the new blood kind of coming in here and taking it from the original, you know, winner, you know.
Although he is like the weakest probably.
Chalamet?
I mean,
in this category? Wow.
Well, he's just playing David Bowie. I mean, he plays him well.
Bob
but
Dylan. He said David Bowie.
David Bowie. I'm sorry. Bob Dylan. But, you know, like, I mean, I would give it to Adrien Brody.
I agree with you.
He's going hard.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think he's really good in that. And I don't know. I really do. I just feel like based on the politics of it and the campaigning and the awards race and the narrative
Yeah, I
potentially
could definitely
Chalamet.
see them. Yeah, being a big upset. Adrian Brody's there, like he's also nominated. Would that be a second Oscar, Adrian
Uh,
Brody?
Potential. I guess so. Yeah, I
I didn't
don't
know
think
if he had
he's
a
won
third
another
one.
time. No.
Yeah. Um, I mean, you take out the Brutalist, you take out Sing Sing, then I could see even. I mean, yeah.
Ray Fiennes is good too,
Timothy's.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Timothy's good, but it's I don't know. It was just very much like, all right, this is Bob Dylan. Like it's not
yeah,
like earth shattering or
probably the
anything
most
like that.
awards baity in the
Yeah,
bunch here, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe besides Sebastian Stan, if it
Yeah, but
wasn't
even
so
that one is
political.
like it's. I think that one goes against awards bait because it's so controversial, and I think
Yeah,
it ended up playing really well for him because he really kind of came out. And I remember when the actors on actors thing was happening with Variety,
yeah,
and he came out and kind of was like, nobody wants to talk to me.
yeah,
Nobody wants to have a
yeah,
dialogue about this film and what's going on right now. And I think that gave him a lot of points and a lot of momentum. And we'll talk about it in actually the next category here. Perfect segue here. Actor in a supporting role. His co-star Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice is also nominated. So I think
hmm
the momentum of Jeremy Strong also kind of propelled Sebastian
yeah,
Stan to that fifth slot. So that's very helpful there. And I think another thing happened, which is in the next category, which is really a good segue for that as well. But we'll stay here for a second with actors for a supporting role. As mentioned, Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, and Yura Borisov for Anora. It's Kieran Culkin.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, besides Kieran, who would win? Do you think
uh,
Yura? I mean,
who could win besides Kieran?
yeah, because obviously Kieran's gonna win.
Like it's 100. There's like no chance he
Yeah,
doesn't.
like do you really think like Jeremy Strong's performance? Because I haven't seen The Apprentice. Do you think his performance was enough to win an Oscar,
No,
or do you think someone else? Because I
nope.
mean, Guy Pearce. I don't know why. Some people said like some people were getting mad at not mad at Brutalist, but they were like, he's not a good actor. Like he's just so bad in this. I'm like, he wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad. He was. I thought he was really good in it. I thought he was.
Yeah,
Especially
I
in
did
that second
too.
half, he gets a
Yeah,
little more chilling.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. I think Yura Borisov just like kind of. I think this is probably his first nomination. Um,
Honestly, he's probably first and only. Sadly.
no, truly, and that's. I think that's another fun narrative there where it's like, oh, it's kind of like the guy from like Captain Phillips or something, where it's like
Yeah,
he really played the role well. It really was kind of it worked out really beautifully for him, and then he kind of walks away with it. But I don't think so. I think it's definitely Kieran Culkin. I think maybe Edward Norton just because they clearly really like A Complete Unknown.
yeah,
Like that movie was super over nominated, and I think like you know Edward Norton could maybe ride the coattails of that, but I think
yeah. He
it's
wasn't. He was fine.
yeah, he was fine, but I think it is Kieran Culkin.
No,
Um,
no, it is absolutely. He's 100% winning this because besides him, it's like, I mean, none of these performances were even close to Kieran.
no, not even. No,
So
no
yeah,
way. Next up, another thing I really think momentum helped was I'm Still Here and the delays. I think this movie maybe wasn't on a lot of people's radar, and then the Fire like extension made
yeah,
people
push
check
it.
this out,
Yeah,
and I think that's why spoiler alert, I'm Still Here is nominated for Best Picture, which was kind of like the biggest, most shocking like surprise in my opinion. Like I
hmm
was that movie wasn't really on my radar. I knew Fernando Torres was great in it. I don't know if I would have made a priority to see it if it hadn't been nominated for Best Picture. So the
yeah,
fact that it is in there is huge for that movie. But yeah, we have Fernando Torres for I'm Still Here, Demi Moore for The Substance, Mikey Madison for Anora, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, and Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Um, so let's address the elephant in the room first, which is Carla Sofia Gascon. Um, she she's been getting in a lot of trouble this last week, and
What about what? What did she say?
just a lot of old tweets resurfaced. You can
Well,
look it
don't.
up if you
Well,
want. It's a
when
lot of stuff.
was this a different person at the time?
No, I don't think so. This is
Oh.
like not even this is not even like 2009. This is like 2022, some of this shit. Yeah,
Oh.
it's not long enough ago to be like, yeah,
Ooh.
no, this was a different time. No, there's like some George Floyd stuff. It's not good. Yeah, it's bad,
Oh.
Ronnie. Yep. Yeah,
Oh.
it's bad. And so
It's almost like they could just avoid this whole controversy if they just didn't nominate this movie 13 times.
yeah, no, that is exactly what happened. They over-nominated it. They were screaming from the rooftops about it, and now just to see this like biblical fall from grace is so wild. And it makes me happy that we're covering this week to week because like originally the fun like stupid story we had was Hans Zimmer getting snubbed.
Oh yeah.
But now every week we are like talking about how like we're so upset that Emilia Perez is like this over nominated film. And now to see it like be over nominated but potentially win nothing is
Oh,
so amazing.
that'd be so great. That'd be so
So
perfect.
it's a bigger conversation that we're gonna have after we go over the list here. But I think with the exception of potentially of Zoe Saldana, this movie's gonna win nothing. And maybe best song, just because whatever. But like this
Or
movie,
Wicked though. You think Wicked should win Best Song?
Wicked's not there because none of the songs are original. So
Just
it's
like
best original song.
just like
So
Dune, just like Hans Zimmer. All right.
yep, and the best part about this, I'm gonna save it for the Amelia Perez
Yeah,
talk
save
later.
it, save it,
But
save it. Yeah.
for actress here, I don't know. I like Fernanda Torres a lot. I would love to see her up there. But
She
Demi
probably
Moore,
should win. Yeah.
I think it's probably still Demi Moore or Mikey
Yeah,
Madison.
that's a
But
good point. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I really don't know.
yeah. I think I would still do Demi Moore, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know because
her Golden
because I
Globe
think
speech really kind of sold me.
I just think like Demi Moore does more like acting per se in the substance, but
Yeah,
like Fernanda Torres like is doing a much like more significantly. It's like the Moonlight thing. It's like
yeah,
this is a very monumentous like movie, and in this case particularly in like Brazilian, historical like
yeah.
nonfiction. Um, I mean if either of them win, I'd be happy.
Me too. I would be very happy. I think the better
Yeah,
performance is Fernando Torres, but I think
yeah,
the body of work and the time spent in Hollywood and the lack
is
of
Demi Moore.
recognition over
Yeah,
time would be Demi Moore.
yeah.
We also have Mikey Madison. Best actress, with the exception of Carla Sofia Gascon. Everybody in here is pretty great in their films. Like I
Yeah,
think
Cynthia
like
Zariva's good. Yeah, she's
Cynthia
good in
Erivo was
Wicked.
fantastic too, and it's like you can see any of them holding the statue except Carlos Sofia Gascon. Like there's no way she's winning now. Like there's no way.
Yeah,
Um, she was. I always thought she was like the least likely to win anyway. But now there's like
there's no way.
absolutely no chance. But
Yeah.
like whatever. It's actually kind of crazy to like read that out after this week that we've had here with her. It's nuts. Supporting actress in a supporting role, we have Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown, which was a big surprising nomination in my opinion. Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Very surprised. This was the most like surprising category for me, like the most amount of like kind of like random nominations. Like
Yeah.
Isabella Rossellini, like I don't even remember her in that movie.
She was like the one woman
I
literally in
know,
it for like 5 minutes.
right? That's what I mean. Like I don't remember her really having anything
She just
substantial.
came out and said one thing in the movie because she was like, I know women aren't supposed to have a say, but we're still here. And that was kind
Yeah,
of it.
it's like that's great, but
Um
is she better than than Elwood's mom and Nickel Boys? No, you know what I
no,
mean.
she's not. Yeah, that's a
So
very
like,
good
where's
point. She's
she?
not.
Like, I think that
Yeah.
would have been a better. And we're gonna do
That
our
actually would have
nominations
been
next time.
yeah, that would have
But
been better, yeah.
that's who I'm
That's a
putting
good
in.
point.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She was fit. We saw Nickel Boys also,
Yeah. We'll
and
talk about it
we'll talk about
soon.
that. Yeah,
But it was a very good time.
yeah, very good time. Uh,
But yeah, who would you pick to win here?
um, I do like Zoe Saldana. I like her as as an actress, and I want her to get recognition just at first for anything. I do think, and by the way, voting has not started yet. So this Amelia Perez controversy
Oh, perfect.
is just
Beautiful.
going to really stick in everybody's
Well,
minds.
Zoe Saldana's got some beef coming out too now. about her being like very. I forgot what
Oh boy,
exactly it
really?
was.
All right. Well
Yeah, I
then,
thought I saw you some.
in that case, Ariana Grande for Wicked. I would.
I
That.
forgot. I forgot what she was saying, but it was basically like her just being racist.
Oh, oh dear, I didn't know that. Okay.
It was something like
Well,
that. That's
all
what I
right.
heard.
Well then she's up
I
next.
don't know. I really liked Monica Barbaro. Is that how you pronounce her
Really?
name? She was
Wow.
really good
She was good.
as Jonah Baez. She
Yeah.
was like really spot on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if Felicity Jones was like in the Brutalist like the whole time,
She was good.
then maybe I would be like, yeah, but she was only in it for the second half.
Yeah. She
Um,
made an impression though, for
I
sure.
know that's why I'm like, if you were in it the whole time, then like, you know, if we saw like her, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but if we saw her
Mhm.
the whole movie and
Yeah.
the transition that she goes through, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, she's gonna win. She should win
Right.
Best
Yeah,
Actress.
yeah, yeah.
But you don't see that on screen, so it's kind of like you just see the changed person in the second
Hmm.
half. Um, yeah, I would just pick Monica
All right.
just for that. I'm
That's
just
good.
like
That
that's
is a
just my
movie.
favorite. That's just like my favorite, I guess, role in the movies. Because Zoe Saldana didn't really like do much in Emilia
She was
Perez.
also the lead, which is so strange
Yeah,
that she's here. I don't get it.
yeah, it's just dumb. Emilia
Yeah.
Perez is just a bad movie. Let's just
Yeah,
move
no,
on.
it is. I like Ariana Grande, but that's
That's it. Fair enough. Yeah,
we're okay. We're gonna be
yeah,
okay. We're still
we're
friends.
gonna be fine.
um, animated feature film, Flow, which I still haven't seen. I need to see that.
Okay.
Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. I have seen Wallace and Gromit since our last episode, and I had a
Oh, that's
lovely
on
time.
Netflix. I gotta see
It
that.
is.
I have to see that.
It's a good time. Definitely recommend. Um,
Best animated feature. Good time.
I think it's probably Flow or The Wild Robot though.
Have you?
You
You
know,
haven't seen Flow?
I haven't seen Flow, but it's been winning everything else,
Okay, fair enough.
so that's
Is
got a
this
lot of
is it
momentum.
isn't Flow foreign? Not
That's
English.
yes, it is. It's not. It's not. There's no English. There's no language spoken at all in the film, but it's made in.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to say
Interesting.
what the hell was the name of the? We'll get to it when I get to foreign film, but it is. It is an international feature. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I
All
like
right.
Wild
I gotta.
Robot though.
I gotta see this. It's streaming somewhere apparently.
It's available
I
for
Apple
purchase now.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna purchase this.
That's okay. Yeah. I might. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think Wild Robot or Flow. But I like Wild Robot personally.
I've only seen Inside Out 2, so
Oh yeah,
I
I
know,
haven't seen Memoir of a Snail either. Yeah.
I know that's not the best movie out of the bunch, so I'll just default to what you say.
All right. Yeah. Cinematography: The Brutalist, Dune Part Two, Emilia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. I want Dune here. I'm glad Dune
Yeah,
got nominated. Shit.
yeah, yeah.
I
It
want
should
Dune.
it should win, but I think The Brutalist might win.
Really?
And that's
Maybe.
I mean
It was incredibly well shot.
yeah.
The shots that
Again,
weren't made by a computer.
did anyone harass Cindy about that? What about the worm? What about the giant worm in the
That's
dune? Do you think that
CGI.
was
That's not
real?
AI. It's
Oh,
different.
okay.
I know.
Big difference. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Um, are we just gonna skip over animated short film?
Yep.
Didn't you want to see those?
No. Yeah,
Nope.
but I don't,
Okay.
what am I gonna? What are we gonna talk about?
We could be like we're gonna see them,
Well, yeah, we'll see them.
and then we'll circle back.
We'll circle back later. Yeah, one day
Yeah.
before
Dune
the
Dune
show.
2 should win, but
Yeah,
the Brutalist I could see that winning.
I do
Amelia
like
Perez,
Nosferatu nomination
Nosferatu
here.
was good,
It's very
but
nice.
Amelia Perez should not even be here.
No, not at all.
There's like two shots that are good, that are like really good, and the rest of
Yeah.
it's just generic like
Yep.
Netflix feeling shots.
Uh huh.
And I
Yeah.
haven't seen
Garbage.
Maria.
And
Is
Maria
Maria
is well
good?
shot. Maria is also a Netflix film, but it is
Yeah,
well shot.
yeah,
And also Angelina Jolie could have been an actress over Carlos Sylvia
over,
Gascon. Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever. Costume design. A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
Uh,
This one's a little tricky.
this one is actually very tricky because Conclave, like, they're dripped out, but like a complete unknown, it's accurate,
A Complete Unknown is
and
accurate. Nosferatu is also dripped out. I really like
and
that.
Gladiator 2 is accurate,
Gladiator 2 is just, yeah, I feel like
but it's
that's,
also like a blockbustery, like
yeah, That's why I'm like, no way. But I mean, you never know.
Conclave would be a very like subtle win here. I mean, Wicked's good. Wicked's
Wicked's
got
very
good.
good too.
I know, but
Wicked or
I
Nosferatu for me. That's mine. That's my picks there. I don't know though. Complete
I
Unknown is also a good bet.
I would just pick Conclave. I just
Okay.
pick Conclave. Yeah.
That's a good one too. I think there's a lot of like good work in that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like
And that
Nosferatu.
should be best cinematography over Emilia Perez. Get
Oh
Emilia Perez
wait,
out of
yeah, I
there.
know. You're
Put
right.
Conclave
You're
in.
right. You're right.
I mean,
That
you
is
got that
bullshit.
shot. You have that shot when they're all talking in like the auditorium, and there's just light on them in the middle.
Yep,
Beautiful art,
amazing.
actual
I
art.
need to
And you
watch
got
Conclave again.
yeah. I mean, I remember you were like, it's fine.
I think I
You
was
liked it.
tired.
You were tired, and you were like, it was good, but it was just fine. But the
Yeah.
cinematography was very good.
No, I remember pointing that out. That and score. I don't even think it was nominated for score either, which is
And let me
bullshit.
guess, Emilia Perez.
Oh, of course.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. I know for a fact Amelia Perez got nominated for score. I know for a
oh, I hate
fact.
that. I
We'll
hate
get to it.
that.
I don't. Conclave might have been nominated. I actually don't know. But next
It's
up,
making
well,
me
I mean, we'll
upset.
get to it. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Directing. Sean Baker for Nora, Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, Jacques Audiard for Amelia Perez, and Coralie Fargeau for The Substance. I love how every time I read these out, my face drops when I get to Amelia Perez.
Well,
Every
yeah,
time.
because it's so many times it's here. It's not
It's
worth it. It's
13
not worthy.
nominations.
It's not worthy of any of these.
It is tied with several films as the second
Yeah,
most nominations ever.
it was one away from Return of the King.
That's like
That is like,
disgusting and offensive.
yeah, it's literally like the pinnacle of the like the best movie trilogy ever. One of the best pieces of art, and then you got
This
Amelia
shit.
Perez
Yeah,
right behind
Netflix
it.
fucking offensive film
It's like
that
the
people
great.
hate. Everybody hates. I'm not alone. We're not alone.
It's like the Grand Canyon. You got like a dog turd, and they're like, yeah, that's second place to the Grand Canyon.
You know what
And it's like
the worst
attractions.
the worst part about Amelia Perez, and we're gonna keep talking about this, guys. So if you
Oh, it's
hate
not gonna stop.
yeah, if you
It's not
hate
gonna
this,
stop.
like tune out. But like the worst part about Amelia Perez is like if you and I watched it over Zoom together, okay? Great. We had a fun time. It was
Oh yeah,
it was whatever.
this was like, oh, we're just watching this movie that
Yeah.
got some buzz. Okay,
Yeah.
let's watch it. Oh, it's
But
not that good. It's fine. Okay, it'll
it'll
die
it'll probably go away. And then
before
it's
all the.
still
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And now it's
Yep.
making us like retroactively hate it now.
Oh yeah,
Like if we just like if this movie just went away, we would have been like, yeah, that was good.
that was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
But now
Yeah, but
it's this over love.
every week that passes, it gets more publicity for nominations or just controversy, and it's like this shouldn't get any of this in the first place. No one cares about this movie, only that it's being nominated.
I mean,
It's terrible.
I think it might be Brady Corbet here. Um,
Yeah,
but then again, this is what I'm nervous about with the Brutalist and with the AI shit.
I I
I
hate this
know, I
AI
know, I
stuff.
know, I know, I know. But
I hate it the other way.
I know you hate that it's a problem. I know,
I hate that everyone's freaking out
I
about it.
know, I
Yeah,
know. And I
especially
will,
when he said like we didn't use AI, we used it to do like two things that a human couldn't ever do. So like,
right.
what's the big deal?
Yeah. I my only hesitation with picking him is do you award this and like make it seem like we're okay with using AI now? That's my one. It's like not me personally, but like I feel like the industry as a whole, like we just had these big huge strikes last year,
Hmm.
literally mostly about this, about AI
Yeah,
and about like
yeah.
how it's going to take jobs. And then here we are a year later with The Brutalist and it has 10 nominations and it's like okay, now are we going to award Adrian Brody, who had AI alterations to his voice, and Brady Corbet, who like okayed the editor to use AI? And part of like the clause in like this new agreement was like you can't fuck with actors' performances, and like they did that, and it's like I'm
Mm.
just kind of like what. There's two paths here. Like it's like, are we going to go down the we're okay with AI by giving the Brutalist Oscars, or are we going to go down like the no, we're going to absolutely snub and like just say no Brutalist at all? and just make it a point to be like, this is what happens when you fucking use AI. I don't know.
No, AI, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like if you think back to like CGI back in the day, like
I
it's the
know.
same thing. People think it's gonna take like it's gonna take like Return of the King had that with like they CGI'd all these extra like war battle people in,
Yeah.
and it's like it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like the AI thing is not a big deal. It's not gonna take people's jobs in the significant way that people think it is.
Hmm.
And it's like a movie like this was made for like $10 million.
Yeah.
Like, do you want a movie that's $10 million that's really good that uses like 2% AI, or do you want like I don't know.
Like a
I
limited
again,
indie feeling, film. Yeah, I
yeah,
get it.
I mean, yeah, I've talked to you about this, but
Mhm.
like I just don't find the AI a controversy at all. Like it's just gonna be part of society. And the kind of buzzword of AI makes it more annoying because it's just a computer algorithm that
Yeah.
uses matrices to figure out how to make things look like we think they should look as humans.
Yeah.
That's it. Or think
Mhm.
like humans. And I think it's still gonna and then it's like to what extent do we push it? It's like, oh, ideas, movies based on AI ideas that were like or let me rephrase. Movies that were based on a prompt from AI, is that now like a bad is that gonna be like how to what extent? Like it kind of just gets ridiculous
I think it's gonna
to
be
me.
like I think it's like similar to CGI. You're gonna know when it's bad. It's like
Exactly. Yeah.
we're not gonna see a fully AI movie because it's gonna be unwatchable dog shit. And it's
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
we've seen these videos online where it's like the full AI shit, where it's like the dun dun dun
The
dun dun dun, and it's
well,
like
it
the
was all
shit moving around, and it's like this is
yeah, like it,
garbage.
it came out like what's it called in Severance? Like they AI'd like John Wick on one of the guys, and it's like well it's clearly not
Yeah,
not John Wick. It's
it
not
doesn't look
what's his name?
real. It's
Keanu
not Adam
Reeves.
Scott, yeah, or
Yeah,
Keanu,
it's
yeah,
not Keanu Reeves. It's like I don't know. It's so dumb. And again, my whole thing is like AI enables people to be able to make movies that they otherwise couldn't at the scale that they want to. It makes and again that could be seen as a negative just in the terms of making like movies that are actually artful and impactful. Because if
hmm
you open up the accessibility, you have people who don't know what they're doing thinking that they're knowing what they're doing.
hmm
And it's like that might become popular but it still opens up people that have real artistic capabilities that just could not get their foot in the door, the
yeah.
accessibility to make movies that they couldn't otherwise make. So I think the AI thing's a positive. I just think the Brula should win for directing.
For directing, all right, yeah, no, I
Yeah,
agree with you. I
yeah.
I still
That
like
or
the
the
Brutalist.
substance.
Yeah, I like the Substance. I'm glad she's nominated at all.
Because that's a very like specific niche like style and tone you have to get,
Yeah.
and it nails it. Like a
Hmm.
Nora is very Sean Baker, like
Yeah.
good movie, but it's too samey to like other things to be too standoutish. Like it's too much like not in a bad way at all, but like Uncut Gems, obviously it's like the Safdie brothers
Right,
kind of
I see what
style a
you're
lot.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
So like it doesn't stand out enough to be that unique to get directing as opposed to The Brutalist, which is like this monumental like I remember watching but like this is like a literally like a modern day American epic. Like it's
Yes.
crazy.
Hmm.
And the substance in that regard too. It's such a unique film in the style and tone and like the message it's trying to send
Yeah.
that if you don't direct that correctly, it's gonna come off not the way it should.
Yeah, and that movie's so like wholly original. I feel like where it's like
Exactly.
it in a really like kind of unique way where it's like yeah we've never really like you've
We're
seen
getting a
movies like this but it's like not in this way. Like it was
yeah,
just
and we're getting
so
a body horror movie getting Oscar nominations. Like, could
it's
you have said
amazing.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was our first episode we talked about the substance and we were
I
like,
know,
yeah,
and I'm
like
happy
we
to still
liked it a
see it.
lot, but like it's not gonna get anything. And
Oh,
then here it
yeah,
is,
because
so much.
yeah,
Love
I'm
it.
happy it's here.
Yeah. It's amazing. Where it's not, and it really should be here, is best editing. And we have Honora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. I think the substance should definitely be here. I'm a little bit upset that it's not. As far as editing goes, I would love to see The Brutalist or Honora take it.
Yeah, I picked a Brutalist.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. I think the editing of that is like they, yeah, like they
Well,
made that
would you
feel.
consider the intermission like the editing? per se.
I think it goes into pacing, and I think pacing has a
Yeah,
lot to
I'm
do with
like that.
editing.
That's
Yeah.
such a good. Again, like that came out, and that's what adds like this epic
Hmm.
feel, like I said before.
Yeah,
And I think more long movies should add something like that.
I think
Can you
so too.
imagine Oppenheimer had like a little intermission? And it's just like atom particles like popping around the screen for 15 minutes. That would
That'd
have
be
been
kind of
so
fun.
cool. People get
Yeah.
to get out and stretch and come back. Yeah. Anyway,
I
but
think a
yeah.
movie that desperately needed an intermission, and I probably would have loved the movie, is Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh yeah, that intermission. Yeah, exactly. See, there's a lot of
It was the
implications
same
of
length as
yeah. And
Brutalist.
it's just nice that like everyone's like, yeah, intermission's good. Let's bring that back. Because
Yeah.
it's if a movie's like 3 hours, yeah, you should probably have an intermission.
And that's
No
why
one's gonna
You
complain.
notice Scorsese's not talking about the Brutalist because he knows he's wrong. Like it's like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because he
okay,
knows he's like, I didn't make Killers of the Flower Moon is not even close to as good as The Brutalist in
no,
terms of being like a American epic that's supposed to be like about history.
yeah,
Obviously, the Brutalist isn't real,
yeah,
but it's just so much better of a movie.
it's so true. International feature. Flo is from Latvia, so here we go. Flo, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, Emilia Perez, The Girl with the Needle, and I'm Still Here.
I got upset just because I see Emilia Perez again, and it's France. That doesn't make any sense at all.
I know, I know. My favorite thing about this category is this is the only category that I was like, all right, Emilia Perez is definitely going to win this because it's also in Best Picture. Now I can confidently say I'm Still Here is going to win this
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
because like Emilia
It's the
Perez is
best picture.
done, and
Yeah,
I'm Still Here is also in Best Picture. So fuck you, and let's give
yeah,
it to I'm
no,
Still Here.
yeah. I'm Still Here was clearly it was again it was an actual like movie trying to say something,
Yeah,
and it's
hmm
actually like a
and really
piece of
good.
art.
Yeah,
Yeah, interesting that the seed of the sacred fig is German. I thought
that
that was like
trailer looked good.
I thought the trailer looked good, but I thought it was like a Middle Eastern movie.
It's probably similar to like Amelia Perez, where it's like they
Yeah,
just made
but
it
like
there.
actually
Yeah,
good.
yeah, right. No, I know,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm
that
still
trailer
here.
was
Should
good.
win.
I'm Still Here should win. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
do want to see the Seed of the Sacred Fig, and I don't
yeah,
know what
yeah.
the Girl with the Needle is, but cool. And Flow, of
Denmark.
course, like that's another one
So
that I
yeah,
need to check out. Yeah, okay, so I'm Still Here. We're good with that. Makeup
yeah,
and
we're good.
hairstyling, A Different Man, Amelia Perez. Fuck, dude, like
I know not.
Nosferatu, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. Um, I mean, The Substance, right? It's got to be. What do you think?
Uh,
Nosferatu?
maybe Nosferatu. Yeah.
Nosferatu was good. I don't know.
I mean, well, yeah, probably the substance. Yeah, probably the substance.
Could be this. It could also be Wicked. People love the green stuff, so maybe that'll
Yeah,
be.
that's true. Oh, they didn't green her tongue.
Was that a problem?
I just thought you do everything green but her mouth. Like you couldn't just do that last bit.
The inside of her mouth, you want
Well,
green?
she's singing, her mouth is open. Why not
That's
make it
okay.
green?
She's still a human.
I know.
She's just
Make her,
green.
but I know she's just green. Make her tongue green. I'm just saying, like I liked Wicked. Her performance was good. Nothing wrong, but like you make her fully green, but then she opens her mouth and her tongue's normal color. Like that was a very easy. Like let's just a little green on that. Let's AI that a little
Oh,
green.
for God's sake.
Not hire someone to do that one.
No. Yeah,
Well, they
fuck
didn't.
that.
They didn't hire someone to do that one. So
No,
look,
they
a
didn't.
job wasn't even taken from anybody if they used AI. Look at
That's a
that.
good point. There you go. For
Or a
God's sake.
different man, because makeup that
Different
mask
Man
was
is
good.
also pretty incredible. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
watched that again. That movie's so good. I love A Different Man. It's so fun, and
Did you
it's
up your score?
no, I just like it a lot, and Maria really liked it too. So that was a win for
Nice.
me.
Good.
Original score, The Brutalist. Oh, Conclave
Oh
is
my
here.
God.
That's good. Yep.
Oh.
Conclave, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
We lost Dune 2 for that. We
Yeah.
lost Dune 2 for that. We got Billy Perez in there. Said, dude, I'm getting so angry now. Every single category.
We are
we
gonna
go
like the
down.
next one. Next one's got
Oh,
two.
I know. I
Yep.
know.
I think it's probably The Brutalist.
Yes, it's probably the Brutalist because Challenger's a Shaku out here.
Oh, that's not.
That
Okay,
was the
now I'm
big.
pissed. Yeah,
Yeah,
wait. Why
especially
the
Emilia
fuck is
Perez. Yeah,
Challengers won the Golden Globe for Best Original
and it's not
Score?
even nominated.
Not even nominated.
I can't even name one song from Emilia Perez.
No, this
Nothing.
is the score.
I know
I don't even
nothing.
remember the score.
I
How
can't
that went.
remember. I can't remember anything from that movie. No, I
Yeah,
mean no audio sound. I know they're
nothing.
singing, but the
Right.
score, nothing. Challengers, I know the score.
Me too. Yeah.
It's terrible. I
I know
hate
all
this
of these
movie.
except Emilia Perez. The Wild Robot has a great score, and
I,
Conclave is a really good score. But I think the Brutalist potentially
I
is
hate.
our winner.
Yeah. The Brule should win. That was such a good score.
Yeah, for sure.
I just hate Emily Perez. Now I hate it.
Yeah. Fuck this movie. Original song. Here it is again. El Mal, The Journey from 6888, Like a Bird from Sing Sing, Mi Camino from Emilia Perez, and then Never Too Late from Elton John. Never Too Late. Um, I don't care what wins this. I really
I
don't,
don't
because it's
care.
like it's gonna be one of the fucking Emilia Perez movies. So
Let's
let's
just put
just
like a
go.
bird, just to not give it
Yeah,
to
Like a
Amelia.
Bird should win.
I don't even remember that song.
I don't either. It was probably the end music. I saw Sing
Yeah.
Sing, by the way, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yay. Yep, I went to the theater. The Best Picture nominees. This is the big one. Here we go. Honora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked.
Real besides like really well, besides three of these, really strong year.
Yeah, really
Like
strong
very,
year.
very strong year. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like,
think last year,
2019 was like unbelievable.
2019 was incredible.
And it's sad because like, okay, Parasite's gonna win. Was that
Yeah.
2019? Yeah, because that was pre-COVID.
Parasite was fucking
That was a
good.
movie, yeah. Like Anora, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Anora, really good. Brutalist, amazing. A Complete Unknown, like I would take that out.
Stop.
But there's nothing else to
Yeah.
really put in there.
I think
Like it's just weaker.
think a
Conclave is
complete
good. Dune Part
unknown.
2 is the best one here. Emilia
Yeah.
Perez shouldn't even be nominated for anything.
No.
I'm Still Here deserves to be here. Very good movie. Nickel Boys deserves to be here.
Yes.
Substance deserves to be here. Wicked, it was really good, but I wouldn't put it as like a best picture. But it's fine. It's fine. It's here. It was a good time.
Yeah. So some movies that did not get in, which people thought maybe could. A Real Pain is not here. And September 5 is not here. September 5 I also saw that during our last
Yeah.
in the intermission of episodes. And it was really good. It's like a very like kind of topical movie. It's very kind of urgent and really kind of deserves to be seen, especially with kind of the way the world's going right now. And it was good. I think it's got kind of all the groundwork to be a Best Picture nominee. So a little surprising that it's so under nominated. But
I forgot what we saw, but we saw something, or I saw something. And I remember seeing that trailer and being like, "This looks really good."
since September 5,
And then
yeah,
and I don't know where is it even playing near us, or is it gone already?
I know it's at Jacob Burns, but it's also at if you're interested, there's a theater in around where we live, but it's not an AMC.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was one that I walked by the other day and I said, "Oh,
I
look at
I
this
would like to
little
go
theater."
see that there.
Yeah.
If I know what theater you're talking about.
It's in New Canaan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but I
The
know.
Playhouse.
No, there used to be a bow tie in New Canaan. Do you know that?
That's what they replaced it as.
Oh, it's not AMC though.
It used to be
Okay.
the like the bow tie like Playhouse.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I remember walking in and being like, "There's a movie theater here."
I know.
It was like just two theaters, and that was
I
it.
think I went there a couple of times, but yeah, it's that now. It's still that, but they have
I still miss. What was the other one that was near
Garden
us that we liked?
Cinemas. Hmm.
No. The other bow tie. Wasn't it like Westport or Wilton?
Oh, Wilton was a good one. Yeah,
That was a good one. I like that one.
yeah,
I remember we saw Baby Driver there. We
yeah,
saw Transformers,
yeah.
the Fallen Night or
The
whatever.
last night.
The worst one of the worst movie experiences of my life. And Assassin's Creed, right? Or is
Not
that Sono?
Assassin's Creed. There, that was probably Sono.
That was Sono.
What,
Yeah.
what were you? What's your address? Just like
Just dox me completely.
yeah. We're like limiting the search here. I love it.
Oh yeah.
What's gonna win Best Picture, Ronnie? I have no fucking idea.
Oh, it should be Doom Part 2 or
It's
The
not gonna be.
Brutalist.
Yeah, it should.
It might be The Brutalist. Nickel Boy is really good though.
Nickel Boys. I'm so happy it's here. At the very
know.
least, that's
Yeah.
this was one of those ones we saw it the night before nominations came out,
Yeah.
and then like I woke up in the morning and I was watching the nominations live and they said Nickel Boys and I'm like, God damn, I'm so glad we saw that because like it's great. I mean, it's a good.
Oh,
It's hard to say that that's great because it's so upsetting, but it's really a great movie. It was well made. It's something I didn't really know a lot about. I always like movies like that where they can kind of inform.
oh yeah,
Um,
we just went in being like, I don't know what this is about, but I heard it's
nope,
really good. And
it was
then
great.
it was yeah, we'll talk about it more soon. But it
Yeah,
was really good.
really
Really
liked it
good.
a lot. I think I would be happy if I would be happy even if I'm still here. It won't, but that would be great. I think yeah, I like
Yeah.
the Brutalist a lot. Um,
I think
I
he'll win.
I think so too. I think
It should be
potentially
Dune though.
Conclave.
Dune's better.
Yeah, Dune is better, but like
I
how are we
know, yeah, I
gonna?
know.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna. I don't think it has enough momentum,
It's
especially
so sad.
with no Denis nomination in directing. That's gonna make it very hard for that movie to win.
It's just
And
sad.
no Conclave director either. We didn't talk about that, but that's also very surprising because like usually in history like it's there's only been like two times where a movie won Best Picture and didn't have a Best Director nom. Uh,
Mm.
and if Conclave wins Best Picture, that will be another kind of rare thing.
I cannot see that winning Best Picture.
Really, I think Conclave ticks a lot of boxes that like we're kind of looking for like
Yeah,
a
that's
movie
true.
like everybody wants Emilia Perez to win so bad, but like
Yeah.
now that all happened with the controversy, I feel like Conclave kind of scratches that itch a little bit. So maybe
Hmm.
they can kind of pivot to that.
I still
Um,
think like the Brills
yeah,
would be a better fit, I think.
yeah,
Again,
I
Nickel Boys
agree.
too. Nickel Boys is really good.
Yeah, it is. And Honora won
Uh,
the Palme d'Or, which is also that doesn't mean anything.
yeah.
That that's helpful. I don't know.
I think like movies you can kind of automatically take out. I mean, for me at least, are Wicked, The Substance, Amelia.
Emilia Perez, like a week
I
ago,
would.
that was probably gonna win. Like that was like
I
probably the
hate that so
I know,
much.
but now here we are, 180. So
But yeah, you
now
could
it
take
might not win anything.
yeah, you could take out Wicked, take out The Substance, take out Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
Honestly, take out Conclave, probably take out Nora. Like
Wow.
I really think it could be Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, Doom Part Two, The Brutalist. This is those four, I guess.
Yeah.
I
I
still
think
think.
I think it's between. I have three. I think it's. I honestly, and just because of the chatter and everything, I feel like it's
Mhm.
between.
Or I'm Still Here. Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't say
I'm
that.
still here. Is that's very exciting because like that means people really like it and
Yeah.
saw it at the right time. I feel like just based on like the stats and like what has a best director nom and all this other stuff, I potentially could see. Uh, I think it's between Anora and the Brutalist.
Really, a Nora?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's one of those. I don't know actually. I think the Brutalist has the best chance right now. I honestly also I think potentially I think there are two dark horses here in Wicked and Conclave. I think those maybe could sneak in
Mm-hmm.
and get a surprise win, especially just with all the bullshit going on. Because you look at Honora, the Brutalist, and Emilia Perez, which were arguably the three big frontrunners, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
just based on like sheer number of nominations and all this other stuff. All three of them have like some controversy to them, and it's like it's hard to tell if that's going to affect the winning outcome. It's like okay, nominations already happened; they didn't even start voting yet, and like more shit is coming out about Emilia Perez every day. There's everybody keeps crying about this AI stuff. And then this Honora with no intimacy coordinator, that keeps on making waves. So it's like, you know, those are the three that like are the front
Yeah.
runners, but also have like pretty crippling controversies attached to them. So it's like, you know, do we
Doom
just
Part
play it
Two
safe, doing part two? But
should.
I can't see it without his an enom. That's the hardest thing for me. I know it's the best movie, I know, but like I don't know. I mean, even The Substance could be a fucking wild win, especially
That'd be a cool one
because
though.
she's
That'd be interesting.
nominated. So it's
Yeah,
like you never
yeah,
know. But I don't know. I really don't know. This is a very weird year, but
yeah.
it's proving to be one of the most interesting years in my opinion.
Just because, yeah,
I'm definitely excited to see the outcome of this because what the fuck are we gonna do? Like this is
I
nuts.
know.
Uh, Couple more categories to just kind of speed through after. I don't know why Best Picture is like in the middle. Production design, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part Two, Nosferatu, and Wicked. I really like Nosferatu. I'm glad that that got some nominations.
Yeah.
Um, I think I like
I
Dune.
honestly, I might say Wicked here
Oh no, you're right. Wicked is pretty
because
incredible.
you
Yeah,
have like you're making like full set designs of like schools and locations like
yeah.
that.
The
Like,
train was real.
the train was
The
real?
train was real. Yeah, they made that.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, then yeah, it should be you should go to Wicked.
yeah. I
I
like
mean,
that one actually. Yeah.
again, I love Dune. I love Dune Part Two, but like it's a lot of just like on location spots, and
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, like
Yeah.
the Brutalist doesn't really do a lot with production. I mean, it
Hmm.
has like that one. It just has like a few houses and stuff like that, or that has the one house and it has like old timey look. But I think Wicked does the most because you have to like actually make all that stuff.
That's very true.
Unless you AI all of it, and then I'm upset again. Then I'm upset
Yeah,
with the masses.
yeah, exactly. No, I like Wicked. That's a good call.
Yeah,
That's another
yeah.
call. All right, here's the Dune Part Two category. Best sound, complete unknown. Dune Part Two, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild
Why
Robot.
is that best
I
sound?
know, dude, I know.
It's just I know I'm yelling at you. I'm yelling to the choir here.
But it's like what?
I know it's just like, oh, what could we even put this in?
Like
Okay, put it
this
there.
is for like the sci-fi movies. Why the fuck
Yeah.
is that in here? Like this is for like the blockbusters and the music biopics. Like that's what this is for. And we have Wicked, we have The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot is a surprise here, and I like it. I'm
Yeah.
happy with it. But it's Dune for sure.
Yeah, it's part two.
But yeah, what the like why? And then like you couldn't like Alien or something. Like there was a
Yeah.
Gladiator 2 had some cool sound. Like
Mm-hmm.
why? Why are we doing
Why
this?
Emilia Perez? Yeah.
Yeah,
Terrible.
fucking
Oh,
anything
you know
else.
why? Because it's that one split shot where you have Selena Gomez yelling. It's a little like echoey.
Oh yeah, right.
That's probably what got it. That's what they'll show at the Oscars because that's such a good scene.
Yeah.
We could have done that. We could have made that scene. Unbelievable.
I know. Visual effects. Emilia Perez isn't here,
Thank
so
God.
that's
Yeah.
exciting. Alien Romulus, Better Man,
Hmm.
Dune Part Two, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. I remember on record, I did say on this podcast, if Better Man gets nominated for visual effects and not Planet of the Apes, I'm going to be really mad. But we have both
But
of them here, so
we have both.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad now.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Wait,
watch
what
Better
was?
Man pretty soon. It's coming out next
Oh,
week.
I forgot. I mixed it up again.
What? You
Oh, I mixed
fucking dumbass!
again.
What'd
I
you think it
can't.
was? You thought it was a different man? You
Every time,
dipshit.
every single
It's the
time,
monkey movie.
every time it gets brought up, I forget. I forget, and
Better
I'm like, oh yeah, different man. All right, all right.
Yeah,
I,
I did it again. It's Better Man. Yep, it's the monkey movie, Ronnie, that we're gonna watch. It comes out next Tuesday on
because
Hulu.
as
And
soon
you're
as you said
coming
we're gonna
over.
watch it, I was like, what? What do you mean we're gonna watch it? I'm like, oh, yeah, we're gonna watch this movie. Yeah, we're
Yep, we're
gonna watch
watching
this
it.
movie,
It's coming out next Tuesday.
and we're gonna be like, actually, it probably should be more. It should be nominated more like Emilia Perez than
Oh
Emilia
God,
Perez.
I'm gonna. I don't think so. Even if it's great, no fucking way. That movie's weird as hell.
Ugh.
I want this to go to Dune.
Yeah, it probably should. Or
Or
Alien
Wicked is good.
Romulus.
I mean, I do like Alien Romulus is a good one, and Planet of the Apes
Anytime you
is
have
always
Alien. Oh yeah, or
incredible.
Planet of the Apes, yeah.
Planet of the Apes is always great, but yeah, I don't know. I guess Dune. But I mean, I think Dune looks like blends it really well, so I feel like that's why I would pick that.
It's yeah, I mean Dune should win this. No, I'm thinking back to the fights, the arena scene. No, Dune should win.
Yeah, and like the whole, like everything with the ornithopter, like everything that got the sand coming off of it, it just all
We
looks
got
like lived in and like it
yeah,
looks
it
a
should be
part of the
Dune.
world.
It
I
should be
like it.
Dune.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should be Dune.
nice. Last two categories here, screenplays. Amelia Perez is adapted. What the fuck? I thought that was a wholly original movie. That actually happened. Whatever. A writing adapted screenplay, a complete unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. Um, I don't know. I like Nickel Boys. I think Nickel Boys should win.
Sorry for adapted. Oh yeah,
Adapted
Nickel Boys.
screenplay. I
Yeah,
want Nickel Boys to win.
yeah. Well, I got the book. Hang on, I can show the
You
I can show
did,
the
yeah.
people.
I saw
I got the
that.
book, so
But what the
I
fuck
can.
what is Amelia Perez based on? Did
I
that
have no
really happen?
idea. Do you think maybe it was like a written play that just never got? Oh, oh,
Maybe.
isn't? Oh, it's not gonna pick me up unless I sit
Oh,
down.
good.
There
There
we
you
go.
go. Nickel
Oh,
Boys.
oh. There you go. You see it for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
saw it.
wonder. I wonder if it's that because I typed in screenplay Amelia Perez and like nothing came up.
Why is hang on. Okay. I'm gonna go over to original screenplay now. Honora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain,
You're like
September 5.
Amelia Perez.
No, yeah, I know. Why the fuck? It's in both. September 5 in The Substance. September 5 really happened. Why is that an original?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's
I mean,
kind of
I
dumb.
know like there's no way we could know what happened in the room and shit, but
Yeah.
like, what? I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. Uh, okay. Adapted, I would pick Nickel Boys. Original, I
Yeah.
would pick. Mm,
Honestly, a real pain probably.
I do like Real Pain.
The Brutalist is gonna win enough. Give one to real pain because
Yeah, and the
also it was,
Brutalist is not like tremendously like
oh yeah
I
yeah
don't walk
it's
away from that going that script like
yeah
everything
yeah
else
it
is
was
great, but
it was a lot of everything else. Yeah.
I like
Yeah, I think a real
Honora,
pain.
Honora or
Anora's good too. Yeah, Anora's good.
these are all good.
Yeah, yeah. Except Amelia Perez, it shouldn't even be anywhere near her on anything.
No,
I like a real pain for original screenplay.
me too. And Jesse Eisenberg could win an Oscar because it's like it's not fair that this is his like baby and Kieran Culkin's gonna fucking walk away with the statue.
Yep.
And he didn't even
Yeah.
want to. He was gonna drop out. You read that?
Oh yeah.
Emma Stone had to go get him out of his trailer. And pull
He's
him by the ear.
amazing in it.
Yeah, he's amazing. Whatever.
So I was like, yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, those are your
Um,
Oscar nominations. A lot of shit going on. I mean, we kind of talked about the controversies enough during this whole
yeah, we did.
thing.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Nickel Boys and I'm Still Here before we wrap up today.
And anything else? I mean, was September 5? Didn't you see that?
I did see that, but
You don't want to talk about
we it's all right. I mean, we
Okay.
could. I could. All right, let's go. So September 5, it was good. I liked it. One big nitpick I have, if you go see this movie, I don't know if they're doing this with everybody, but for my showing, they had a Q&A, and it was like pre-recorded. And my impression was that it would play after the film, because that would make sense. But it did not. It played in front of the movie, and I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about this true story. And the Q&A kind of ruined a lot of things. So I was a little pissed off, and so was my father. And then the movie started, and I was like, well, we could have waited. I think they know that everybody's just gonna leave, so they don't want to do that. So yeah, don't go in super early because you're gonna get spoiled on some stuff. I mean, not spoil. It's it's a true story, like whatever. But
Yeah. You're just gonna know what happens.
yeah, like they were like, what was the most intense scene you guys filmed? And I'm like, why? I don't want to know that. I want to watch the movie. You fucks.
Yeah. Exactly.
But good movie. Really kind of it was a strong ensemble. Like nobody quite stood out performance wise, but everything was just really like well done. Felt super accurate to everything. Really kind of it was a pretty great kind of the responsibility of like reporting and like journalism and like live coverage really was kind of something I didn't really think a lot about. And like seeing it in this movie, I was like, oh damn, there's a real like responsibility here. Like,
Yeah.
they need to report the correct things. They need to make sure they're not super premature with certain things, especially in such a dire, um, situation as this is. And it's like, to see the way the events kind of play out in this, I was like, God damn. Like, I didn't know anything about the story, and like to see the ending of this film, I was like, all right, well, fuck,
Hmm.
it's a lot, but it was really good. I highly recommend it. It's unfortunately not nominated for enough, I feel like, but original screenplay is its one and only nomination. It's a great screenplay. I'm happy that it at least has that. But yeah, I would recommend it. It did get a Best Picture nom at the Golden Globe, so that's fun. That's good. But yeah, check it out. I think it's coming out on digital this week, so that's
Nice.
exciting. But if unless it's playing in theaters near you still, then definitely go check it out because yeah, it's a good. It's very gripping, and it keeps you it keeps you in your seat and it keeps you laser focused. I wasn't bored. I wasn't checking my phone. I was riveted, and yeah, so check it out. Um, and then yeah, let's get into our two films here. Freaking Discord, man.
Yeah,
Freaking
what's going
Discord.
on?
I don't know. I'm quitting out of
Player
it right now.
professional.
I know. This is awards bait. God damn it. Oscar noms
I
episode.
guess I could just talk really quick about the Brutalist.
Yeah,
It
go ahead.
was really good. Loved it. Uh, like I said, it had like this American epic feel. Like it was genuinely like there's not movies made like this anymore, really. And it was
Mhm.
really nice to have this and experience this in theater. Especially I went and saw an IMAX.
Oh,
The
that's.
intermission was great. No, the IMAX added because it was like full screen IMAX the whole time. Yeah, that's why I went. Because I saw something, I saw,
I didn't know
fully
that.
caught me. It was like a YouTube, it was an Instagram ad. I was like, if it was some guy being like, if you're gonna go see
Yeah,
The
I saw
Brutalist,
this.
go in IMAX. It's to go see on the biggest screen possible. And I was like, all right, I'll go now in IMAX because I was gonna go see it in just like laser AMC, and I was like, what am I doing here? Let's go IMAX. It's free. I got the A list, and really good movie. The first half was really good in building like the story and like the backstory and just figuring getting you into like post World War II America
Hmm.
and just understanding like what's going on. The second half gets really wild and crazy and kind of loses me a little bit, but I left that movie being like that was really good and there's a lot of stuff that happened that I don't understand fully.
Hmm.
The like kind of symbolism and the themes behind it. Um, but really good.
Hmm.
Everyone should go see it. Literally no reason not to, unless
Yeah.
you fall asleep during movies, then you're gonna do yourself a disservice.
100%. And we also have an LFG on that, so check that out because that
Hmm.
was kind of a fun opportunity for me to kind of cast the net out and meet someone new and to kind of do that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's our only LFG for like an Oscar front runner, so check it out. And now we have Nickel Boys. We'll start there. I thought it was pretty great. The lights didn't turn off for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Had to
yeah.
go and smack some heads around for that one. That was annoying. But
Yeah, ridiculous.
really I love the the first person thing. I didn't think I would.
Oh yeah, that
Uh
was incredible.
but they
That made me the way that was shot. I was like, this really feels like no other movie that I've ever
Mhm.
seen, in like such a good way. And especially what happens in the movie, the betrayal of like racism.
Yeah,
I'm just like, Jesus Christ, it's heavy,
it's a
very
lot.
heavy stuff. Um,
Yeah.
but I think I went in not knowing how long it was. I know after you're like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't know. But I think you probably could have cut out like at least 20 minutes of this,
Yeah.
and it still would have been pretty much the same movie.
Mhm.
Um, but still really good. Yeah, people should go see this. This is a movie that's like historically like significant to not forget. Like this wasn't that long ago that things like this were going on in the South of America.
Yeah.
And it's just horrifically sad because it's like post slavery, I think post segregation. I don't know, maybe not.
I mean, like,
I don't know what year I don't know what year it was trying to portray, but it was post slavery, obviously. And it was like literally just slavery again.
yeah, during like the Martin Luther
And just
King
like
kind of
Yeah,
era.
yeah, it was. Yeah, because that's right. Yeah, because they had Martin Luther King as like a prominent person in it.
Yeah,
Um, and I do like the sort of, I like the way it ends with,
yeah.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to really ruin it, but I like the way it ended.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, devastating. Really kind of grips you. Same. Very similar to my thoughts on September 5, but like really kind of holds you and just keeps you with it. And even though like at times like there were certainly some like slower moments in this one for me
Hmm.
where I was like, yeah, like we could probably speed this up a bit, and I think that might have gone a long way for it awards wise
Yeah.
potentially. I think there's so many movies this year that are, you know, 215 plus, like that are just super long, and this is one of them. I wasn't per se bored, but I was certainly like, yeah, like this would be stronger if it was a bit shorter and probably more accessible. Like I think it definitely like the POV thing that was a choice, and I think that's going to it might potentially alienate the audience. I think there are going to be people that really hate this. I'm
Yeah,
already kind of seeing that, but
especially with the POV change,
yeah,
people might get confused and be like,
who's
"Wait,
who? Yeah.
who's who?" Yeah, yeah.
So that I can see it being kind of a working against it, but I thought it was such a great like creative choice that I'm
Hmm.
looking past it,
I
and I
love that.
think
Yeah.
I love it too. And I'm another thing we didn't talk about during the nominations, but this director should be in there for sure. Like I don't,
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't bring that up, but he
yeah,
should win Best Director
I agree.
above. But I don't even remember who I said. Who did I say?
Brady
I
Corbet,
said,
he's not even there.
yeah.
This Ramel Ross, is that what it is?
He should win
Yeah,
Best Director because to take that sort of risk, it makes it feel like
big swing.
no movie I've ever seen before. The way the camera is and the way you have a 4:3 more square like aspect ratio,
Right.
it just like fits the tone of the movie like perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, this is great. Like this is so I was like, as soon as I started, I was like, oh, this is incredible.
Yeah,
I mean, again, the
absolutely.
story and things being a little kind of too long, dragged on. Again, not bad in a way, but just kind of like we could probably do without this.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it should I think we said it is best picture, right?
it's in Best
Yeah, it is.
Picture. Yeah,
Yeah, it should be a
belongs
really
there.
strong it should be a strong candidate, but it's not gonna be.
It should be a bigger front runner. Also,
Yeah,
like it really is one of
it's
these
really
like
good.
like I said, and it also like Academy wise, like it checks all the boxes. Like it's got all of the like great performances. You know,
Hmm.
really kind of important kind of feeling
Very
film and like
important. Yeah.
and you know inventive camera work and kind of a you know a really cool like gimmick to it, I suppose you could say,
Hmm.
with the first person thing. And just to see it, like I'm glad it's in there as one of the 10. That's fantastic and incredible. But like to
No
see
one's
it,
talking about it.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
it's only like two noms. Like it's like best
Yeah.
picture, which is big, and then best like adapted screenplay, and it's like that's it. Like I feel like there were some really great performance. Like I said, supporting actress for Elwood's mom. Like
Hmm.
she should
Yeah.
be in there for sure.
Hmm.
It's very similar to me the way I felt about that movie Till, uh,
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Emmett Till.
I remember you came back and you were like, I hate
That movie,
that
like
white family. You're like, I hate
yes,
them.
that movie made me angry, not because it
Yeah.
was bad, but because it was like so horrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Was it like to this extent? I mean, Emmett Till story is still like
yeah, it was
horrific, but
this one doesn't show till
okay.
shows, and it's like
Oh Jesus, okay.
yeah, it's
Because this
pretty
showed
horrible.
a
Yeah,
little bit, and
a
got
little
into
bit.
some stuff, but I didn't know Till actually went into anything. Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh
That movie
God.
fucked me up. But like Danielle Deadweiler in that as Till's mom was like unbelievable, and it was
And
like
no Nam.
I want her to win. She wasn't even nominated. Yeah, for best actress. And like I, you know, I wasn't. I was way more upset when that happened. Like this one, I'm like, all right, supporting actress. That's a pretty stacked category. She's not in it that much. She doesn't have a lot of like big, you know, crying moments, like
Yeah.
like nothing crazy like that. But like, come on, like we can give it to her, you know, especially
Yeah.
over like some of the other actresses in that
Amelia or
category.
whoever's for Amelia Perez,
Yeah,
Zoe
Zoe
Zendaya,
Saldana's in there, and like
Zozana,
you know,
Zoe Zendaya.
Zoe Zendaya. I
Zoe
mean, she like
Saldana.
like not to pick on her, but like I don't know, like that it's like you could have made room probably.
Yeah.
I would much rather everybody be like, they didn't nominate Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah. Then
I mean, I think she does a lot for that movie. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
Like, I think Ariana Grande is great in Wicked,
Hmm.
but like, Ingenue Ellis Taylor, she's pretty freaking great in Nickel Boys too. I wish there was a sixth slot, is what I'm saying. Or no,
Yeah.
over the Isabella Rossellini, get her out of there. I'm sorry. In one
Oh yeah.
seat.
Cut
I forgot
conclave
about
out. Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
forgot
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah,
Lillian
keep
in one
Ariana. I'm
scene.
so
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
Ariana
Yeah.
Grande. She's great. She deserves to be there.
Oh, she's devastated by what you said.
Yeah, she might be.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, incredible, really great stuff.
Hmm.
And then we just saw a little bit of an early review, I suppose, because it's just starting to come out
Okay.
around now. But I'm still here. Fernando Torres. This film was also pretty fucking bleak,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
really great as well. Really enjoyed
Really
it.
good. I like this sort of the camera style of like you have the then 70s of kind of more film and it jumps
Yeah.
forward a little bit, it goes more digital and it cuts even forward more. Yeah, it's one like I told you when we after we saw it, it reminded me of Place Beyond the Pines.
Hmm.
I just want to make sure I get that right because I know I've seen it, but I don't remember the name
Hmm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Place Beyond the Pines.
it's kind of like a legacy story where like events happen, and then you see more into the future, and then the things that happened in the movie are now in the past, and you see how the characters are
Hmm.
dealing with it. That's always a very interesting dynamic and perspective. Um, and this movie is, fully Portuguese, and it's really good. It's really,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Um, you have this just like tragic story of just like, oh, okay. I don't want to spoil it because obviously it's new, but it's like, oh, that happened,
Yeah.
and oh, okay, I guess that's it. And
Hmm.
then you get these jumps forward, and you kind of figure out officially what happened, even though you know what happened, and you just see everyone's different in age and older, and it's just like devastating. But it has that sort of legacy effect where you're like, it feels more monumentous because it's like now you're seeing these people age through life, and it's
Yeah.
like this whole part of the movie that we were living in for an hour or so is now just like a blip in the past for these characters in this point of the time. And you just see like how it's like it's just like human experience where it's like things super horrible, horrific, tragic things like this can happen, but then you just kind of you keep living on. You keep going
Yeah,
no matter
this
what.
this one really like shook me. We were
Yeah.
watching it and I was like, God damn, like this is like
Oh no, yeah, at the end I was gonna start like actually full on like bawling, but I held it
yeah,
in.
it was pretty devastating. And to see like this, without getting into it, because we knew nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
This is also another thing where, it's a true story and it did happen and all this stuff. And
That too. Yeah,
that
that
also
adds
adds
to
to
it.
the
Hmm.
devastation because it's like, you're watching the credits roll and you're seeing the real shit, and
Exactly,
it's
because
like,
I didn't
oh my
know.
god,
I kind of thought this might have been based on events
something.
that happened at the
Yeah,
time, and it's like, oh no, this is actually the event, and you're like,
this is the
oh,
guy. Yeah, this is
here's
like the
here's
real thing.
here's
Yeah,
the real photos that we showed you earlier in the movie. You thought that was just like us being cute, like no, this is actually real, and
yeah.
you're like, oh Jesus,
Oh
okay,
shit. Yeah, and it's just like yeah. No, it's like I think it's like that. Just that, like the lack of closure and just like
mm-hmm,
the something being taken from you. It's just like how horrible, and it's just like there's never an answer, there's
mm-hmm.
never any real, nobody's even listening to your questions, let alone
Oh
answering
no,
them. Like
yeah,
there's just, you're talking to a fucking wall, and it's like that's so scary, and like having to kind of grapple with that and then to kind of pick up the pieces and like continue on with your family is just like, and act like everything's okay. It's
yeah,
like, no, it's like not only is it not okay, but like I can't even like show that it's not okay. Like it's like I have to hide everything from you guys, and like, and don't even ask me what's wrong because like I'm gonna break. And it's like,
yeah,
and she does an incredible job portraying that, Fernanda Torres,
yeah.
and like yeah, just really stiff competition now. Like I think that was probably my favorite performance of that
Oh
category
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
like She does so much to just like really
Hmm.
kind of draw you in. Um, oh man, it's rough. I had a funny like letterbox review, but I didn't feel it was appropriate. But I'm gonna say it here on air, which is just the worst thing to do. But dude, without getting into spoilers or anything, how amazing was that shower, you think? Like, I want to take a shower like that.
Oh
I know, isn't
no.
that bad? Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's so perfect.
It's
That's
not
so good.
good. It's not good.
No, no,
It's
it's very
I
good.
didn't and I
No.
didn't even want to do it on Letterboxd, and I just did it on fucking
Oh,
YouTube
no, it's so
for
good.
the 15
It's
people
so
that are
good.
gonna listen to this. Like it's just like
No, that was good.
I
That's
want
very
to
good.
take a shower like that one day. Just get to that, you know.
I love
That's
whoever's
terrible.
listening is like, what? What can
Yeah,
you
go
be
see I'm
talking
still
about?
here, and you're gonna know. But
You're
like,
gonna know, yeah.
and don't judge me after you see that. It's not appropriate.
That's a good review. That's a good
It's a
review.
great review
It's very very spot on.
because
I like
like
it a
we're all
lot.
thinking it. It's like that must be fucking great, you know,
Oh yeah.
just to wash it all away. Anyway, anyway, on that
Uh,
dark, horrific note, uh, that's I'm still here. Both really liked it. Really great films. Like you said, Ronnie. Really, despite how we feel about Emilia Perez, let's not let that
no.
overshadow what is a really fantastic year for film,
Yeah, great year.
with 2024, and also just this Oscar season has been super fun to track.
Hmm.
We're nearing the end. We've got less than a month left.
Wow.
Unfortunately, actually, let's reveal it here.
Yeah,
My
I'm
my,
not gonna be able to be part of whatever. I believe you have a live stream prepared
you don't even
or
know.
planning.
We're doing a live stream.
Well, I didn't know if you were like we're gonna do one, and I
Yeah.
didn't know if you were like maybe not. Yeah, I'm doing a
Well,
live stream, and I unfortunately I
yeah.
if I really wanted to,
No,
I
don't do it.
could, but it
It's
would
fine.
be it. So I'm not gonna be in the United States when this happens.
Yeah.
So where I'm gonna be, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be in Europe, so it's gonna be like literally like 3 a.m.
Hmm.
and it's gonna be the day after I just flew in. So I'm just gonna be an absolute train wreck if I even try. I'll just be like acting just wild,
It's okay.
and I'm sure my girlfriend would absolutely hate that.
Yeah. Maybe
So
we'll get a little like selfie video, like a little something.
yeah, I'll be like, thank God,
It didn't win.
Amelia Perez didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Oh for 13, unbelievable, great.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So Ronnie will not be joining us for the live stream finale, but we do
I'm
have some
sorry.
episodes in the chamber before we
Hmm.
get to that. The
Of
next
course,
one
yeah.
being our, now it's tradition. It's year two. We're gonna do our in memoriam, the films that didn't make it, and that's where we kind of go over the films that we saw, the films that really seemed like they were well positioned for the Academy Awards, but ultimately kind of fizzled out and didn't quite make it to the finish line.
Hmm.
So we're going to be talking about all those films, on top of our what we would have nominated. So like the
Hmm.
films, the nominations that we would have done. So you're going to see some weird shit in there. You're going to see some shit where it's
Spoiler alert, no
yep,
Amelia Perez for
no
either of
Amelia
us.
Perez at
So
all, which is
not going to be tough
probably
too.
obvious.
Not they're going to be so easy to make these lists without that movie
Yep.
involved.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, so that's our next episode. That will be coming out in 2 weeks. So thank you guys as always for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with us with these delayed Oscar nomination reactions. Check out everything else that we've got going on over on Galaxy of Film. All that stuff. We got a Patreon now. We've got short films coming out. We've got celebrity interviews happening on the YouTube channel. All that and more. Check it out. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. So yeah, thank you so much, and have a great night. Bye bye.